Peace, y'all. I'm back. Oh my gosh, y'all, I'm back. I'm back from Grenada. I went down to Grenada for Spice Mass and it was awesome. I had the time of my life. What they say is true. It is an ancestral experience. It is one of the truest forms of carnival. Unfortunately, a lot of carnivals down in the Caribbean are becoming more and more commercialized, but Grenada is really doing its best to stay true to form. And I was so happy to have been able to go down there with my people, them, and it was a time. But we are not here for that. I've returned. It's quite hot. Ugh. And I do want to get through this because we are hitting sunset and I do not want to lose the light that we have. So, we're going to get into this collective reading. I did pre-pull some cards and before I get into the collective reading, I do want to share an announcement. Um I have been guided and this is overdue to adjust my reading options and update my reading options. So now, if you're looking to book a session with me, there is a new process and a new structure. Those who know the astral waters have been quite turbulent, quite murky. There has been a lot more cleanup done by the divine as of late, but it is still important that both reader and individual who is looking for assistance take precautions when opening up doors. Okay. So now, when you're looking to book a session with me, it's no longer just this general reading where you can just ask whatever question you want. There are boundaries, there are guidelines. So if you'd like a general reading with me, whether it be a 1 hour or 30-minute session or the college 40-minute special, it can only cover abundance and or relationships being romantic, platonic, familial, community based. This is what we're discussing. And as far as abundance is concerned, jobs, opportunities, inheritance, things like that. That is what a general reading will cover. I'm not covering any other topics aside from that. The other two reading options are the life pathway reading and the lighthouse angelic reading. The lighthouse angelic reading is a reading that brings light, okay, angelic, archangelic light to external interference. Okay, the prices are all different. The lighthouse angelic reading unpacks and brings light to energies, entities, persons who might be interfering with your pathway, bringing in confusion, delays, drawing energy. We're getting into heavy energies at this time. So it's a different category of reading. The life pathway reading is going into your life purpose, your soul purpose. What are your patterns? How can you move away from patterns that don't serve your life, your true life purpose? Okay. So these are the things that we get into, and that's an even more life altering reading. So I think as readers, we do need to realize, and everyone in general, we need to realize what readings are and how profound they can impact our lives when we do receive these kinds of readings. Um, I've always said readings are merely forms of confirmation, a catalyzing event, a moment of remembrance. Because I don't feel I'm telling you anything brand new. I feel that I'm saying things that are aligning with how you're feeling, what you already thought, what you always knew. Okay. So, with that said, first of all, I want to say thank you and gratitude to those who have been supporting me from day one and those who have respected my time, and those who have allowed me to assist. Um, there was something I wanted to share, an event, a situation that took place, but I'm not going to address it. What I will say, for any other reader out there, we are experiencing a time right now where people are running from their karma and they might be running to you as a reader. Okay. They might be looking to request readings from you. It is important that you look into the energies before accepting the request. What are you being exposed to? I'm not talking about people, I'm not talking about innocent people, people who are genuinely looking for assistance that are being attacked. Obviously, if that were the case, I wouldn't have the lighthouse angelic reading. I'm talking about people who are running. Take precaution, take a moment with your ancestors, discuss, deliberate, don't rush. People can wait for your response. That's all I'm going to say, because energies are definitely trying it, and they will learn the very hard way. If you know you did wrong, tread lightly, and you may want to turn to the creator. Anyway, so we're going to get into these energies because they are not too far from what I just discussed. And we're going to get into it. So I pulled some cards. Um, I think you can hear me because there's a plane going over. What I'm seeing in this particular spread is there's a lot of setup and sabotaging kind of energy. There is a fast talker kind of energy present right now. People are extremely desperate. People are looking to continuously show up in a certain kind of light that will have you second guessing yourself. Okay. This is the time to be strengthening your boundaries. So we did have the self-sabotage card, which is, you know, a number, it's coming in with a number 6 energy. I feel like even with the energy on this particular card and this particular message, it's almost as if you've already done this transformative work, and you're in this in between, because we are still dealing with the eclipse energy. We're in this in between space, and it's like, okay, I graduated from the energy and I'm looking toward my next timeline, but there's this opposition energy that's still trying to have me second guess myself. So what's important for you to be doing right now? Meditating, grounding your energy, centering yourself, not getting rushed into making a decision, not getting rushed into reverting to old patterns because it's what was comfortable, it's what you're familiar with. It's important that you take your time. There's something, again, something about, it's almost kind of scammy. It is so strange. um it is so strange, but there are, yeah, and it's like there's like a something trying to pull you back. Entrapment, setup. These are folks who these are folks who see your full potential. They actually see you walking away from them energetically. You're walking away and upward. You're elevating, and they're like, "Oh, I can't have that." These are the folks that's like, "Oh, let's go hit up the spot that we used to." No, I'm not available. I'm not available. I don't want to be in that old timeline. Um, it's time to move forward. There is uh, a lot of heart healing taking place as well. I do want to get to that. I feel that's its own message in and of itself, but I definitely just want to make it very clear. If you have been feeling like this new timeline has been prepared for you, and this new space environment has been laid out for you, but then there's something that's like whispering in your ear behind you that's like, oh, this is what, this is where you thrive, or this is where you the layout on the back of your hand. You graduated, it's over. So remember where you're going. Do not allow this opposition energy to play with your mental and how you see yourself. Don't let opposition have you negotiating your value. Don't let opposition have you second guessing your intuition. Um, they're just very upset about this. They're very upset about this. I'm gonna see if they have any other messages for this particular portion of the reading, and then we're gonna get into the heart chakra expansive energy. So yeah, I would say sitting a guidance to be sitting in nature, being in nature, sitting with your back against a tree, saying thank you to the tree, grounding your energy. Yeah. Mind your garden. Mind your garden. Do you know what this mind your garden? I really haven't tapped into this deck in so long. Mind your garden, y'all. I mean, aside from the very, well, I don't want to say very obvious because it's obvious to me, but mind your business, tend to your garden, tend to your mind, okay? Um, and make sure that you're good. I really feel like this is, we're in the Leo season and that fiery energy, allowing yourself to shine, allowing yourself to be prioritizing yourself, to be celebrating yourself. And so with the heavy, there is a certain density too that's trying to come in, trying to make things like it's almost as if like you're having fun, you're having a good time, and here comes this janky energy and this janky personality, this personality type coming in, just funking up the space. And it's not in a way where they are genuinely looking for help, because remember the energies of last week was, you know, soul tribe coming together to come in and assist and bring in light and to alleviate some of the burden, but in a soul family aligned way. I'm talking about these people who literally drain your energy. They come in, they have no intention to do the work for themselves. They come in and they see you happy, and something in them is just like, yeah, I'm about to just bring all the rain clouds. Like, no, mind your garden. This is very much like protect your peace, because I feel opposition is going to try every pathway, every avenue to try to get in up under your energy, and it's just so important that you protect it. Um, because I'm telling you, this is so powerful. Because yeah, I'm just seeing this bird, like the way this bird flew away, and um like in the other direction. You know the meme with where that woman's like, I need to get the ASAP. Like, this is how you need to be moving, because a lot of these people who's coming to you with their problems and trying to even like say things that are strange and trying to reel you in, it's a very much reel you in kind of an energy. It is to put shit on your pathway. It is to sort of take their pile of shit and throw it on you as an empath so that you would bear the brunt and the burden. You see this woman, she's literally hiding behind her books and her flowers. She acts like she don't see shit. She's acting like she sees nothing. She says, she's literally like, even as I'm seeing this picture, I can just hear like sirens going around her, and people crying, help me, help me. And it's a boy who cried wolf kind of an energy. Mind your business. These are the people, these people, they're not just looking for help, they're looking to put their shit on you. So it's that setup energy once again. All right, we're gonna look into this um expansive heart energy. I think as you do move forward into the liberated pathways, um it just feels like housekeeping, just making sure you're good with your heart. This came up in other readings, but it's coming up again because there is going to have to be a level of courage that you invoke moving forward. It is, you are forging your own path right now. You know, you're doing things your way on your time. You're not letting people guilt or manipulate you anymore. Opposition can fend for themselves. They did fuckery. They will pay the price on their own. So now that you're not carrying other people's burdens and you're feeling much lighter, you know who you are, and you're going to stand up for who you are because you've already dealt with these past situations where you put yourself in the line of fire and you're the one who got burned. You're the only one who got burned. So now moving forward, you're not letting any kinds of illusion or anything make you feel like moving forward is a problem. That moving forward fast is a sin. Being fearless, being courageous. This is the solar plexus coming in to energize the heart space, to make you fearless, to make you all heart, so that you can be open and receptive to the abundance coming in that has been left for you. All right, we're going to pull some final cards because, again, sunlight, daylight, all the things. And I don't want this to be too long. But I'm very happy that these opposition energies are being exposed. But once again, it is going to take a good amount of being grounded and having a clear mind to peep the setup energy. Okay. Yeah, you passed the initiation, dark night of the soul. Life brings new meaning. That's definitely some feels eclipse related. And then we have divine will. Soul fragments coming back in. Letting go of fear. What did I say, y'all? Look at this. And that's really what it's about. You are realigning with the blueprint and the higher mind guidance, the guidance that was put in your heart by the creator. With this soul fragments card, I do feel like there is going to be, like I had mentioned before, this in-between space that you're in, that we're all experiencing right now. It just makes me feel like things could feel a little shaky, things could feel a little unstable, and it is important to know that things are being put back together. Think about a puzzle. Think about a puzzle, and more pieces are coming together, coming together. So just be patient with yourself, be patient with the divine. Everything's happening in divine timing, and it has to be done correctly. It's not something that is just going to be jumbled up together, because you need to feel that you're whole. So there is a precision with this, a divine precision with this, but this is just further confirmation. Yeah, this is you taking back your power, taking back the reins of your life through the solar plexus, going up into the heart, finding your joy, finding the spark of life, finding the thing that makes you happy for real. Yeah, but this is what's coming through, and I really hope it brings some sort of clarity to what you may have been experiencing at the start of this week, with folks acting strange, doing strange things, saying strange things, not having emotional control, um, uh, and being able to peel back the layers and see folks for who they truly are. Um, and I'm not talking about folks who are not looking to help themselves. I'm talking about people who literally have been moving in a way for the majority of their life in a parasitic way, where they have wanted to consume, acquire, even if it means stealing from someone else's pathway, even if it means pushing someone in the front of the speeding truck so that it's not them that gets hit by a car or a truck. It is you. It is another person, so that they can buy themselves more time. That's what this is really about. But there's no more rope. There's no more rope. It's here. Like come on, just go to God. Go to God. I just am not understanding, how long do you think you can keep this up for? Opposition. How long do you think you can keep this up for? How long? You think, oh, you think you're gonna just continue? I mean, will you make your kids pay the price for you? Because a lot of y'all be moving like that. All right, y'all. That's it for today. Thank you so much for tuning in with me for this weekly collective reading. Congratulations to everyone who has been graduating energetically into higher timelines with the correct people, and with a stronger mindset and a stronger heart. And I'm glad to be back. And please check out the reading options. If you feel like you need some more insight on your life pathway, click on that life pathway reading option. If you feel like you're doing all the work, you're doing everything right, and there's just like this hate and energy that's trying you, there is this energy that just keeps coming in blockages and delays, you might need the Lighthouse Angelic reading, where we can really get into what is going on. So definitely check that out at bynatalieetienne.com, and you can click on the shop tab, and you'll be able to scroll through all the options that I have available. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you, whether it be through the next video that I post or speaking with you one on one through a private session. And with that said, I hope you all have a beautiful rest of your evening, morning, day, middle of the night, wherever you are. Be good to yourselves and don't let anyone play in your face, okay? Alrighty, peace.